Hi there, Gemini. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to the week starting May 3rd, 2021. You've got two links in the down bar below you probably want to check. This week's astrology all-in-one is about Pluto retrograde, and I've also debuted a new type of general weekly horoscope for everybody. It's just a weekly vibe check on what's going on with the energy weather for the entire collective. And so you can check that out by following the links in the down bar below. So also, don't forget, if you're checking your rising sign's giving you additional clarity as to how a great deal of your sun sign horoscope is showing up. And your moon sign horoscope is giving you the B story that is going to be, again, there, but not necessarily as prominent this week. So what is going on when it comes to your cards? Well, for your spiritual themes this week, you've got the Nine of Pentacles upright, and a lot of you Gemini people are getting a chance to actually start making some big changes as you are stepped up in stature and status. A lot of success stories are actually being had by you this week. I do feel a lot of you are rising up in ranks in your community, whether it's your social community, your working community. And it's a time for you to also celebrate a lot of independent success when it comes to some personal victories, some personal stories, your personal journey, that's not entangled necessarily with other people. This is a big level up week where you are actually getting to be the star of your own show. That being said, any kind of situation where you've been sharing energy with people, where there have been maybe inequities, or maybe some imbalances, you are getting a chance to actually have things go your way, but maybe not necessarily in the way that you think. Some of you may actually, it's kind of like you could become the star of the show because you're getting your own show, or you are getting your own project, your own treatment, and you do deserve it. It is something that you want to make sure that you don't have stage fright or a guilty conscience about getting a win over. As we get on to your material shifts when it comes to your work, your job, and your finances, you do have the Knight of Swords upright. And again, it does look like there is actually a lot of help coming your way when it comes to polishing a lot of maybe projects or polishing a lot of workings that you have got going on right now. In fact, the Knight of Swords is showing up as either somebody going out of their way to clear a path for you in order to speed up progression in the direction of maybe some kind of big financial or professional win, or somebody coming to actually support you by actually, kind of fighting back to back with you. We have the cavalry of the Knight of Swords showing up here. Now, the interesting thing about this is the changes that are coming through this Knight of Swords are ones that actually are going to actually have some ripple effects and maybe even change the financial or professional circumstances around you due to, I guess you could say some supportive or even heroic work that they pull off. As we get on to your communications, your friends, relatives, maybe other people in your life, you do have the Queen of Swords upright. And I am seeing this as actually funny. I think this Queen of Swords is you, Gemini, because you're really laying down the law this week when it comes to a situation with somebody that ultimately does need to actually finally get to work on solving something, or maybe you are finally commanding that some issues that maybe we've kind of tolerated in our space, or tolerated with a friend, or tolerated with a family member, or again, just, something where a boundary has been either breached or has become kind of a pervasive challenge. I see you laying down the law and effectively clearing it. Now, some of you may be clearing it in a way where you are actually able to enforce a focus on solutions versus just dealing. And some of you may actually be clearing it by clearing the cause and core of it, whoever it or they may be. As we get on to your challenge this week, you do have the Queen of Wands upright. And I'm actually seeing with the Queen of Wands, you need to be, you're challenged to pay attention to where so much power and so much backing is getting thrown your way that you have to be in a position where you are confident enough to start actually speaking not only your mind, but letting propositions that you've been afraid to air with people, whether it's, things that you want to propose at work or things that you want to maybe get out there so they can go to work with you. Because the Queen of Wands upright as a challenge usually indicates where, your biggest challenge is not wasting your time with the microphone, not wasting your time on stage, not, make sure that you are not losing your chance to blow. Because with the Queen of Wands, what's happening over the course of this week as your challenge is that, you're going to have an opportunity to start making sure that things permanently deviate from a downward trajectory in a lot of areas of your life. You've just got to be okay with throwing that weight around. As we get on to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you do have the Ace of Swords upright, and it does look like almost like something is getting done for you. Because with the Ace of Swords, as I've said about this card before, I am seeing something getting greenlit by either a partner or maybe just a circumstances green-lighting a relationship opportunity for you. But in a weird way, it's almost like the circumstances coming together that in a way that you actually would have wished it could, in the easiest way possible. And you are responsible, however, with, of course, letting, not putting up a fight against it, even if it's for show. Don't do the no, I couldn't. Oh, I don't know. Don't do that. Don't ever be that person. The Ace of Cups is indicating here that, Ace of Swords is indicating that this could actually be a pivotal change in your relationship story, because either a partner or somebody new is actually coming in and granting you an opportunity for you to pursue a major dream or a major goal, whether it's with them or something deeply personal. That support, that leave, that green light is there, and it just opens up a whole new story for this connection you have with them. So that is what I've got for you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.